Yes, what is happening? I hope everyone is doing incredibly well. And firstly, thank you for all of the feedback on the video that I did around steroid usage and my usage of it when I was younger and everything. The feedback's been great, and I think just being open and transparent about it is why the feedback was so good. So yeah, so to continue in that form, and it seems apt to do it today. I'm going to talk about my I say my like do you know what I mean, like it's an identity thing, but it's not. But essentially I've got psoriatic arthritis, so I get flare-ups of the joints. You see that finger there's flared up, and like random bits like that. My feet flare up, and then I get a psoriasis outbreak. So it seems a good time to do it, because as you can see on my neck there, I've had an outbreak today. And do you know what? It's something that really does, honestly, it drives me mad. It gets me down. It stresses me out. But it's something that I have to deal with. And yeah, so before I continue, if you did like that last video, you're watching this one, please just take a moment to subscribe to the channel. That truly would mean a lot to me. At the moment, I've had a pre-workout about 10 minutes ago, so I'm starting to feel the buzz off that. I'm sat outside the gym now. I'm going to go in and do a leg session. But anyway, like I said, just to talk about, you know, the psoriatic arthritis. So for me, for years, I was getting pain in my feet, and I thought that was down to doing the Keswick to Barrow walk. So if anyone's not watching that's from that area, it's like a 40-mile walk, different terrains, up down hills, through the Lake District. It's absolute torture, and I did it 3 times, and I felt like I just damaged my feet doing that. Stress fractures, recovery on them and everything, and I thought that's what it was. And then with my neck, I always get flare-ups like this, and I always thought, oh, it's just a shaving rash. But yeah, it turned out it wasn't, and it was a funny incident actually when I found out that it was psoriatic arthritis. And like, if any of my friends know that, like, I just spent years just limping, just walking around constantly limping, still training, still doing everything like that. But I was always limping because my right foot was hurting so much, so I'd overcompensate, walk on, you know, like a different angle, and it'd hurt my ankle and all this kind of stuff as well. And I took Frank the dog, and the family to it. It was one of them closed off dog play areas, so he could just run around and go mental. And there was this ball. This sounds the most stupid thing ever, but there was a ball there, and I thought it was just a football. So I've took one of them like light jogs up to it and gone to strike it to absolutely fucking smash it, so Frank can chase it down. I booted it, and it was made of it was like made of stone almost, and it rolled forward about half a metre, but I put my foot right through it, so I thought I'd broke my foot. And yeah, so I collapsed like a sack of shit. And then what I did was, the next day I went to hospital, got it x-rayed, and it was just tissue damage on that part of my foot. But they looked at the x-ray, and they said if you're not had a look because of what's going on here, and the outside of my foot had actually collapsed, the bone had deteriorated, and that's what was causing the pain, and I was struggling to walk on it, you know, for so many years. And it turns out that it was because of arthritis. So I did a blood test and everything like that, and yeah, my body was constantly fighting. That's why I was getting sore joints, that's why I was getting the flare-ups. So obviously I was absolutely gutted. I'm an active person, I'm an active wrestler, obviously a coach, train daily myself, so I, you know, felt a little bit sorry for myself, thinking, for fuck's sake, this is the last thing I need, you know, it's the last thing I deserve. Popped into my head a few times. But overall, when it comes to training, when it comes to wrestling, it doesn't overly affect me, because adrenaline gets me through that. I do eat, you know what I mean, really clean foods at least 95% of the time. So, you know, sometimes when I do have sugar binges, which I do from time to time, it causes flare-ups, so I do have to make sensible decisions with that. But then the medication that I've been on, methotrexate, is quite liver toxic, so I have to have blood tests every couple of weeks. And there's been 3 different occasions now since I've been having this, and this has been over about a 2-year period, where my ALT had spiked right up, so it looked like my my liver was really struggling. And it's weird how it flares up. Sometimes it stays level, sometimes it stays constant. This is another reason why, you know, I wouldn't take steroids now, even if I could, especially orals, because of my liver. So I've come off them at the moment, and then it's, you know, it's flared up like this, and it's something that it's fucking, well, when you can see it there on your neck as well, you're conscious of it, and it is really a pain in the arse at times. So at the moment I'm off that methotrexate, but I've got another blood test this week to see if my ALT's dropped down. But then there's this constant like internal battle where it's like, well, do I continue taking this? Is it causing damage to the liver? But then this flares up, and yeah. But I just wanted to kind of like bring this up in general, because like I said in the last video, I want to be open and honest with you guys about, you know, my training, nutrition, steroid use, these kind of things that I struggle with, the mental side of things. And this is just another thing that you know, I have to deal with daily. And it's not the end of the world. People have it a lot worse than me. I'm lucky that I can still go and train. I'm still fit, I'm still healthy. This doesn't hurt. It's just more cosmetically an issue, to the point where I thought about just getting a big neck tattoo, just covering it up completely, but then that's avoidance. And to be honest, I don't know if I fancy an 8 hour sitting on my neck. It's grim enough, just in the areas that I've been tattooed. So just going into the gym now to do a leg session, and yeah, that's kind of all there is to say on that. But if you are someone who is, you know, suffering from aches and pains, getting flare-ups like this, joint pains, just go to your doctor and have a crack, because it might be something like this, and it can actually be managed. As frustrating as it is, you know, when I'm on the medication, it does help. But also as well, making sure I'm eating whole foods, making sure I'm drinking plenty of water helps as well. So yeah, go get yourself checked out if that is something that's flaring up for you. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe, please like, and yeah, let's keep smashing it as we lean on to the summer. So 6 weeks and I'm getting married as well, so we'll be talking about that. So anyway, have an awesome day. Subscribe, comment, do whatever the hell you want, and have a good day. I've said that 3 times now, so I'm gonna fuck off.